How much water is used for fracking? Well, let's have a look. Suppose we're fracking this horizontal well in the Wolf Camp Formation in West Texas. These black items that look like bat wings show where the end of each casing pipe is. They just make the end of that pipe show up in the diagram. In the horizontal part of the well, which is called the lateral, you can see different fracture stages shown in brown. There are 47 stages. Here's an actual fracking schedule. There's a column for stage, but here's a note of caution. It's a stage within a stage. Each of the 47 stages on the previous slide will have a schedule like this one, consisting of about 19 stages. Reading across, there's a stage number, then the last column is how fast they pump the water. The max rate was 70.6 barrels per minute. Well, that doesn't really give us a visual. This video excerpt shows a flow test on a water well. As you can probably guess, it's not your average household water well. This well is an agriculture water well, like you would need to run a large sprinkler system for a field. There's enough here to provide water for a couple of fire trucks, literally. It's the same rate as our fracking schedule, 70 barrels a minute or 3,000 gallons per minute. Here's a look at what was going on behind the scenes in that video. They've drilled a water well that's shown at the left. At the bottom of the well, they've installed a pump and it's pushing the water out of the well rather fast. I've circled a bucket in the photo. You might not have noticed it in the video. On this stage, they pumped 318,986 gallons of slick water, which is water with friction reducer. Let's call it 320,000 gallons. We have 47 stages in this well, so we'll need about 15 million gallons of water. So how much is that? Well, first, let's look at the stages within this stage. They're all about 20,000 gallons. An above-ground swimming pool like these guys are assembling holds 20,000 gallons. Have you ever seen people work so fast? So what about a pool that holds 320,000 gallons? Is there such a thing? Yeah, let's take a look.
The pond measures about 90 feet long by 70 feet wide and is 14 feet deep in the deep end when it's completely full. The original pond digging job turned out to be a Lusink family project.
My brother had a construction company and he had a track hoe that I was able to utilize, and I dug it myself with the track hoe.
That gets us one of our 47 frac stages. You might pump 8 or 12 frac stages a day, so you need more than 320,000 gallons of water on hand. In Texas, they use Texas-sized pits that hold 2 million gallons. Let's take a look at one of those. Big D Construction in Midland builds pits which are actually double-lined containments similar to landfill liners with leak detection. These hold 1 or 2 million gallons, not 15 million like the whole frac job, but enough. You don't need all the water on the same day. You'd pump maybe 8 or 12 stages a day. They pump water to the pit from a source using pipelines. These guys you see are compacting berms on both the inside and the outside. Then you can see them putting the black geotextile layers down. You see a lot of air photos of fracking sites with rectangular tanks. Those hold 20,000 gallons, but they don't look as nice as the above ground pool. Trucks hold about 5,000 or 6,000 gallons depending on the truck. Gasoline trucks are fatter than water trucks and they hold more. Gasoline doesn't weigh as much per gallon, so the truck can carry more gasoline. You can get a tank like the one shown in the diagram at upper right, which holds as much as a Texas frac pit. I have pictures of a couple of these coming up next. Here are pictures of 2 above-ground storage tanks, along with a close-up of one of them. To summarize, the amount of water used for fracking varies, but if the well has a 2-mile-long horizontal section, like the one we've been talking about, it could use 15 million gallons of water, and we might pump as fast as 3,000 gallons a minute, or the rate of 2 fire hydrants.